Police are giving an update on the search for gunman Robert Card.
Lower. And I realized that it had been done to honor the victims of this horrific attack. I'm grateful for the leadership of Lewiston Police Chief St. Pierre and for the bravery of the hundreds of state, local, and federal law enforcement officers who are leading the search for the killer. I'm also very grateful for all of the hospital employees who came back to work to take care of the victims, and for our first responders whose bravery was so evident. Last night, the president called me. He stepped out at the state dinner with the Australian Prime Minister to offer any help that the federal government could provide the city of Lewiston, Androscoggin County, and the state of Maine. I also, at midnight, talked to Governor Mills, who has been a pillar of strength for our state. Tom Perez, who is a special advisor to the president throughout the night, texted me back and forth, what you need, and I would tell him based on conversations that I had as he coordinated the federal response. This morning, Secretary of Homeland Security, Mayorkas, called and offered help from his department. The Attorney General also called, along with Maine's own U.S. Attorney, to offer their help. Right before I came into this building, I had a call from the Deputy Director of the FBI, who told me that there are 80 FBI agents on site participating in the search for the killer. 80. That doesn't include other people from the Marshal's Office, from the ATF, the DEA, and the Department of Homeland Security, and the Coast Guard. This has been a concerted effort at the state, local, and federal level, and everyone is determined to bring the killer to justice. To the families of those who have been injured or killed, I know that no words can fully ease the shock, the pain, and the justifiable anger that you are feeling. My hope is that you will feel the solace and strength in knowing that you are in the hearts of the people of Maine and of people throughout our nation. Thank you. I'd now like to introduce the Congressman Jared Golden, who represents this area of Maine.
Thank you, Senator. Thank you to Mayor Chalene as well. My name is Congressman Jared Golden from the town of Lewiston, represent Maine's 2nd Congressional District. Some of you might not recognize me because Congress has been so crazy lately. I haven't gotten a haircut in months. So sometimes things happen that bring your worst nightmares to life. Yesterday, this is what happened in Lewiston. At a time like this, a leader is forced to grapple with things that are far greater than his or herself. Humility is called for as accountability is sought by the victims of a tragedy such as this one. Out of fear of this dangerous world that we live in my determination to protect my own daughter and wife in our home and in our community, because of a false confidence that our community was above this and that we could be in full control, among many other misjudgments, I have opposed efforts to ban deadly weapons of war like the assault rifle used to carry out this crime. The time has now come for me to take responsibility for this failure, which is why I now call on the United States Congress to ban assault rifles like the one used by the sick perpetrator of this mass killing in my hometown of Lewiston, Maine. For the good of my community, I will work with any colleague to get this done in the time that I have left in Congress. To the people of Lewiston, my constituents throughout the 2nd District, to the families who lost loved ones, and to those who have been harmed, I ask for forgiveness and support as I seek to put an end to these terrible shootings. In the days to come, I will give everything I have to support this community's recovery. Thank you.
And now I would like to introduce Steve Littleson, President and CEO of Central Maine Medical Center.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Steve Littleson, the CEO of Central Maine Healthcare, which includes Central Maine Medical Center here in Lewiston. On behalf of the 3,000 professionals and team members of Central Maine Healthcare, I too would like to extend our deepest condolences to the families of the victims of the events of last night. I would also like to acknowledge the compassion and the expertise and the teamwork displayed by the healthcare professionals in this community last night when called upon under the most extreme circumstances. Just to give you the numbers as we have them now, I know there's been some confusion, and I would like to take the opportunity to just let you know what we dealt with and what we have currently in our hospital. All but one of the patients that were taken from the scenes last night were brought to Central Maine Medical Center. One was transported directly to St. Mary's Medical Center here in Lewiston. Of those patients, 2 were treated and discharged. 1 of those patients was transferred from Central Maine Medical Center to Maine Medical Center in Portland. 3 patients, unfortunately, passed away in Central Maine Medical Center last night. Of those, 8 remain now, and we have 5 patients who are in stable condition, 3 who are in critical condition in our critical care unit. Just to give you a sense of the scope of what we dealt with within a relatively short period of time, last night, within about 45 minutes to an hour, we had 6 fully staffed and running operating rooms at Central Maine Medical Center caring for the wounded and the victims. The professionals that were operating simultaneously in those 6 operating rooms included orthopedic surgeons, general trauma surgeons, urologists, vascular surgeons, as well as anesthesiologists and support personnel. I would like to also express our appreciation for all of the support that we received and continue to receive even through today. First from the city of Lewiston. Secondly, from law enforcement. We still have a law enforcement presence on the campus at Central Maine Medical Center. The other area hospitals that came to our support, we needed blood transferred to Central Maine Medical Center very quickly, and 2 of the hospitals, Maine General and St. Mary's, accommodated us. Maine Med in Portland stood by and was ready to accept patients, and as you know, they did accept one of the patients that we transferred to them. And also the various community partners that came to aid and support us last night, including emergency response personnel from Life Flight of Maine, and others. As one of the counselors said to me before we walked in tonight, often people underestimate our capabilities here to care for people locally. I think last night we proved that by working together we can do just that under the most trying circumstances. Thank you.